What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 94 of our MLB The Show 22 Philadelphia Phillies franchise mode. Here, we have a different format for how we're going to proceed with the remainder of this series. For the last, I don't know how many seasons, 2022, where did we end up in this? Like, what was last season's opening day? What was that season? Off the top of my head, that was going to be the, I don't know, was that 2029? Yeah, that was the 2029 opening day. So for the last 8 seasons, we have had an opening day episode. We have, played the All-Star game. We have gone through it month by month, episode for each month. Well, we've come to the end of our series, more or less, more figuratively right now than literally, because we still have a couple weeks left. And I just want to get through as many weeks as possible, as many seasons as possible on this series to see where everyone ends up. Now, why did I do that? Well, Bryce Harper, he's in his mid-30s. Aaron Nola is in his mid-30s. We have a lot of players who are towards the ends of their careers. Some players who are in the middle of their careers, like a Julio, a Riley Green, a Logan O'Hoppe. Those guys, they're not done yet here, playing baseball, and I want to see where those guys end up. I want to see where the Philadelphia Phillies that I've created end up. Take a look at the All-Star Game festivities this year. Let's see who made it for the Phillies. Roki Sasaki, of course, he's dynamite at what he does. We have Josh Hader. Let's see, anybody else want to make it? Second base, no. Third base, never. Shortstop, nope. Left field, center field, we have Julio. And right field, we had Juan Soto and Bryce Harper. So we still have a couple All-Stars this year. Some are doing pretty well as we speed through the American League All-Star lineup right now. Henry Davis, Vladdy, Glaber, Bobby Witt. Oh boy, Bobby Witt, O'Neal Cruz. So there's a couple Athletics on this roster right there. Mike Trout's down there, all the way at the bottom. And then you got Acuna. Who forgot Acuna was a member of the Athletics? I gotta take a look how everyone's doing at this point in the season. How everyone's kind of chugging along, how everyone's stats are doing, how everyone's just kind of doing average-wise, home run-wise, stuff like that without any interference from myself as a player. Rhys Hoskins getting the short end of the stick, only 12 at-bats, only 23 from Maton right there. Rotation-wise, 7 wins from Painter, 12 from Sasaki. We have 7 from Abel right there, 8 from Hans Kraus, and 8 from Aaron Nola. Wheeler locking it down in the bullpen, 7 wins, 8 wins from McGarry, 3 from Bumgarner. Eastman's doing okay, Lindell's doing fine out in the ERA-wise, unfortunately, and Hader's doing okay, 30 saves so far during this season with a 2.37 ERA. Now we're going to keep going through the rest of this, and oh boy, a torn labrum for Zach Wheeler. That, at his age, that is not an injury you want to get. That is a career-ending injury at this stage in his career. Now, trade deadline, of course, now. We're not trading no one, and we're just going to try and get through the rest of this season with as little hiccups as possible. Now, we have a couple injuries here and there, seeing the things that you guys don't normally see during an actual episode of our franchise mode. Going over, like, the couple game injuries here, the couple game injury here. Most of the time we can kind of fulfill it with our bench. The Derek Halls, the Rhys Hoskins, those players. But sometimes it takes a little more. And, going into the 28-man roster right now. Auto fix the rotation. Just getting through this right now. Hopefully everyone stays healthy. Hopefully all of our players do well. Hopefully we finish strong as a team. That's kind of what we're looking for. So yeah, Zach Wheeler still has 4 to 5 months of recovery time. He's done for the season. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires due to injury. It would not surprise me at all. But congratulations, the Phillies ended up the season 99-63. So way to go, David Bell. And there you go, they're taking on the wild card winner in round number 1. That's the Pirates. The Phillies have defeated the Pirates. We're taking on the Cardinals. Alec Bohm is no longer injured. He can be added to the playoff roster. The Phillies aren't eliminated. The Phillies have won the National League Championship Series. Will take on the Astros in the World Series. The Phillies have been defeated in the 2030 World Series by the Astros. I'm sorry, the Athletics. Did I say the Athletics? I thought I said the Astros. Athletics, maybe. So Juan Soto is your MVP. Roki Sasaki is your Cy Young Award winner. They've had great seasons. Loaizaga, we have Juan Soto again. He had a ton of home runs. Harry Ford, Matt Thaiss. Bryson Stott gets a Gold Glove. Way to go. Ellie De La Cruz gets a Gold Glove. So we do have some good fielding players. Julio gets a Gold Glove. Juan Soto was up there. Taking a look at Silver Sluggers. Silver Sluggers is usually where Philadelphia, takes the cake, because they just have a ton of well-hitting players. So Soto, Bellinger's up there. Julio had 42 home runs. Ohapi's your postseason MVP right there. 5 home runs in the postseason. 7 from De La Cruz. Jeez Louise. Vladdy wins MVP. This is his first or second MVP of this series so far, so good for him. Acuna gets Hank Aaron Award winner. Walter with the Gold Glove. Melendez with the Gold Glove. Montero with the Gold Glove. Max Muncy. Bobby Witt. I guess if you're looking at this team and why the Athletics are so good, yeah, that makes sense. Really good fielding team right there. DH goes to Mike Trout. I guess he's transitioned over from a center fielder because they're like, oh yeah, he's really old. He can't really play center field anymore. Makes sense in my opinion, honestly. Brendan Davis, Brian Reynolds, Bobby Witt for the Athletics. And then, Bobby Witt is your World Series MVP. You hate to see that one right there. You really do. Come on, Philadelphia. You're so close. Take a look at Aaron Nola on the season. He finished with 244, finished the season on 15-7, 244 career wins, and that puts Aaron Nola as the Philadelphia Phillies all-time wins leader. 244 and 98, 2 saves in his career, 2,800 strikeouts, 3.25 ERA. There you go. Zach Wheeler calls it a career due to injury. I'm not surprised right there. Torn labrum, at his age, not something you come back from easy. Pushing 40, it's just easier. Get it fixed and then call it a career. You'll see Philadelphia at the World Series, 10-year anniversary teams, the 20-year anniversary teams. You'll see them again. You'll be back for plenty of anniversary World Series teams. And I wouldn't be surprised if you go down as one of the greatest Phillies of all time, Zach. So, congratulations on retirement. Unfortunately, you just never made that 200 career win club, mostly because of injury. That, and you got relegated to the bullpen when a lot of the U's started coming up, and Philadelphia opted to keep Aaron Nola in the rotation opposed to you. That's probably the main part of it, honestly. But we're going through there, seeing who's retired. Will Smith, Chang Ho Song, Jacob Stallings right there, Dwayne Underwood Jr., Josh Walker, Luke Weaver, Tony Walters, Mike Zunino. There's a lot of players that do retire every season. How we're going to do, of course, Bryce Harper's at the final year of his contract, I believe, so we're going to offer him a team option. JT's 40, offer him an extension. Trey Turner's 37, offer him an extension. Oh, way to go, Philadelphia. Just bringing some of these players back, bringing back the depth players. They're very good depth players, of course. Take a look at the free agent class right there. Philadelphia, not in a real position to offer contracts. We have $50 million available budget, $32 million pending already, just in re-signing players. So, we're not really looking to add a ton here via the free agent market, in my opinion. Maybe like a Tuki Toussaint kind of depth guy. Maybe one like a Lance McCullers on the back end of your career kind of guy. But we're not really in a position to go out and sign, the top line Bobby Witts or anyone like that. Just saying. Alex Reyes going to offer him 1 year, just under 10. Edwin Diaz offer him 2 year. William Bergola going to offer him a long-term extension. Alex Reyes, he's going to sign. Bobby Miller, Khalil Watson, they're going elsewhere. Edward Cabrera goes to the Braves. Prado goes to the Rangers. Cavalli goes to the Sox after going 4-16. Austin Martin goes to the Blue Jays. Marte goes to the Diamondbacks right there. Way to go, Novelli. Jordan Walker goes to the Orioles. Okay, Jordan, we like to see that one. Brendan Davis goes to the Diamondbacks. Lauer goes to the Blue Jays. Bellinger goes back to the Dodgers. Pete Alonso goes to the Dodgers. Correa goes to the White Sox. Anderson goes to the Blue Jays.